All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you in this very swampy, overcast, gloomy, kind of hot day, Friday, August 2nd, 2019. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way. As always, like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be dinged when I dong, and you'll know when I upload a new video. I try to do 1 to 2 videos a week. Sometimes I get more out, sometimes I get less. But just want to let you guys know I'm on ZellyPay. You can, if you have mobile banking on your phone, you can send me a payment to most likely ZellyPay as a part of your banking institution. And it's free for you, free for me, and I get the money within an hour. On top of that, no fees for either one of us, so that's even better. If you'd rather do the PayPal PayPal way, I'm on PayPal Pay Me. You can just go to my YouTube page, and there'll be a link in the show notes here as well, and you can go there and you can send me a donation. The money goes back into the channel. Had to get some water, guys. It was parched. And it sucks because I had already recorded this video and I was about 40 minutes into it and realized that I hit the button and it stopped recording. So I've since moved my keyboard and I'm re-recording. So today's video du jour is going to be short and sweet. There's already a ton of videos out talking about it, explaining the rules and all that. I'm just going to give you my opinion and what I think, show you a couple pages. Pathfinder 2.0. I pre-ordered it from my local game store. They had a special deal where if you traded in your playtest copy, they were going to donate those to charity and give you 25% off of everything you pre-ordered. So I pre-ordered the core rule book, the bestiary, and of course the GM screen. $59.99 for the core book. I think it's $39. Oh, $49 for the bestiary. FYI, just for those that aren't in the know, you have to have the bestiary in order to play this game. This does not contain any monsters. This is only GM information and player information. There are no monster stat blocks in here. So you need this. So if you just go out and buy this thinking this is all you need, you are incorrect. You will not have any monsters to put your players against unless you spend the time to make NPCs as you would make a character. And I believe there's a section in the GM section about NPCs, but you'll be woefully underprepared if you're thinking there's monsters in here. They are not. They are all in here. So you've got to buy this. But the good news is these two books come in together at 1,000 pages. So you're set there. Just make sure when you're buying that it says second edition up there in the top right corner, because if it doesn't, you'll be buying first edition. And although there's nothing wrong with first edition, I am very happy with the changes that they made in second edition. I really like it. I'm going to start off by saying this is a buy in Mr. Mean's book. I am going to go on a little bit of a rant about prices, but 600 and something pages in the core rule book, printed in China, and 300 and something. It totals to 1,000 pages exactly for these two books. So that's a lot of reading, kids. But the art is fantastic. There's plenty of videos online showing you the interiors of the book. It's not what I'm going to do. I am going to show a little bit just because it is amazing. The books are very well put together. Yeah, there's a perfect alchemist for the goblin, which I think looks amazing. The art is fantastic. Full color throughout the book. All the iconic characters are put in here. It's very neat. I think it's definitely a buy. $59.99. I think it's $10 overpriced. That's my opinion. It's printed in China. They printed, who knows, 20,000 copies of this, which means their price was probably about $3 a copy. So they are making $57 in profit off of this. And now granted, they have to pay their employees, they have to pay the shipping cost. That's their problem, not mine. Printed in America, you wouldn't have to pay the shipping cost, but you probably wouldn't have made as much profit. So it's a wash. I don't know the whole publishing industry. I know a little bit about it from talking from my friends that are in the business. But Canada is really ramping up its printing, and so is America, and they're trying to be more competitive with China. So hopefully we can get this done and start printing stuff here locally instead of sending it overseas and wasting a ton of money. So again, like I said, you do need the bestiary. If you're going to be the GM, you need the bestiary. If you're going to be a player, you just need the core rulebook, and that's it. This is Paizo. There are going to be a ton of splat books. There's going to be a ton of adventure paths. There's going to be a ton of character option books. It's Paizo. There's going to be bloat. I'm just getting in at this level because I really like the mechanics, and I'm looking for a secondary game as I'm losing 2 of my players pretty much for the month of August. So I want to have a different game to play because I don't want to keep running our D&D campaign, and I don't want those players to fall behind. Especially since I do a progression style. I don't award XP. I do milestones. So I don't think it's fair to hold the other players back, or I don't think it's fair for those guys to not play and get advanced with the party as for the players who did show up. And this is a hobby; it's optional, but those people are taking the time to play. So I think it's only fair that they don't suffer because the players who can't play or choose not to play get an unfair advantage by getting free advances when everybody else showed up for the game. That's just my 2 cents. Plus, I don't want to keep the story going and have the new players come back and go, what happened, or why is this guy a new character? I don't want to do all that. So I was struggling on what secondary game I was going to run, and then of course this came out and I forgot all about it. So I was like, if the group is cool with it, I'll run Pathfinder 2.0 because I'm really excited about it. Now for the rant part. So if that's all you wanted to know about, you can stop the video here. If you care about my rant, then keep watching. GM screen. Oops. I'll try not to drop my brand new books. The GM screen. This is the little cover on it. $19.99. $20. I got a gorgeous GM screen. Gorgeous. When I say gorgeous, I mean gorgeous. But $19.99. It's just a GM screen. There's no pamphlet. There's no leaflets. There's no character sheets. There's no starting adventure. As far as I know, there's no starting adventure in the core rulebook. Let's double check that. I'm pretty sure there is not. Character sheet, conditions dependent, crafting and treasure, game mastering, playing the game. Yeah, there's no starting adventure, it looks like. There's a lot of information in here. Ton of information. No starting adventure. I think this is woefully overcharged. I mean, even I think WotC's GM screen was $15, $14.99 for the remastered GM screen or whatever. It's a horrible GM screen. I don't like it at all. I would recommend you get the Midgard GM screen if you're running D&D 5th edition. It does have some Midgard specific stuff, but not enough. It's better than the D&D GM screen. That's a different rant for another time. It's beautiful. The art is fantastic. The information in here seems to be well laid out in what I would want as a GM. I just think it's overpriced. I would have liked to have seen, give me 1 or 2 blank character sheets, maybe a colored one and a black and white one, so I could photocopy them or scan them in on my own. I know you can download them, but something. I just feel this is way overpriced. $20 for a piece of cardboard. That's kind of a ripoff, and I'm a little miffed at Paizo because I think it's just a blatant grab at cash. They knew, hey, we got a new game coming out. Everybody's going to want all the goodies, so we're going to charge out the yin yang for it. And I just think $20 for a GM screen is overpriced for just a plain GM screen. I bought the Dark Eye GM screen. I believe it was $20. Might have been $25, but I got a high quality GM screen just as good as this, and also got a very thick book in it with a tavern generator and everything about taverns and how to create taverns, tavern layouts, some schematic floor plans, goods and services that taverns, all of that came in there for roughly the same price. So I think Paizo could take a page out of Ulysses Spiel's publishing and how they did their GM screen, because I think it's obviously more bang for the buck. So yeah, I'm a little miffed at this. I didn't want this video to go too long. Like I said, Bella Lost Souls did a very comprehensive flip through of the monster manual and the core rule book. So I don't think I really have to do that. Plus, you know, their camera's a little bit better than mine. I think the art in here is fantastic. I'll just show you a page or two of the art with my big fat paws out of the way. The monster manual is like I said, is really good. You know, so I think it's very nice. I'm very happy with it. I think it's a buy. It is hardback, full color, semi-glossy paper, stitched and sewn binding, so it's not going to fall apart anytime soon on you. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I think you'll do yourself a favor if you buy these. So I just think the GM screen's a little overpriced. I would recommend buying it on Amazon or somewhere where you get a discount. Amazon's already, if you buy all 3 books, I think you're going to save about $30 to $35 if I looked at it correctly. So definitely check it out on Amazon or your favorite, you know, obviously support your local game stores. I got 25% off my entire purchase at my local game store for trading in the playtest documents so that they could donate those to the local schools and youth organizations here in and around Superior and Duluth. So that was, to me, was an awesome cause. And I saved I could have saved a little bit more on Amazon, but I'm helping out a local charity, or helping out the local schools and the local kids that want to get into gaming, because the playtest document is fully playable. I mean, there's some issues in there, but they're not insurmountable. And I think it's a good document. So anyway, that's what Mr. Mean thinks. I think it's a buy. Buy it on Amazon. Buy it at, you know, where you can get a discount. I think Paizo's prices are starting to get overinflated. Especially knowing that they printed it in China and they probably paid $3 to $5 per book, you know, because they printed in volume. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. I know it was a quickie, but I got to go pick up my son from daycare, and I got to get ready for my D&D Midgard game. Peace and hair grease, and remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice.